So, hello, Cancer, and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racey, and I'm going to be giving the message for you today. It is a general message for Cancer suns and those who have strong or significant Cancerian placements in their chart. If you know what house Cancer rules and what's in there, it might give you some specific insights into certain areas of your life. All right, for those of you who are not familiar with me or the channel, and you're new, I have no filter and I don't sugarcoat my messages. So if that is not your thing, or you have kids around, or you just don't appreciate that kind of a message, I'm always very respectful of that, and I'm giving you the opportunity to sign off now. Otherwise, Cancer, we're getting into this message for August. I used my Naked Heart Tarot to pull on the light or conscious insight into the self, and then I used my Night Sun Tarot to pull on the shadow or subconscious insight into the self. So we have a big idea of what is manifesting and where it's coming from for August for you. And then I pulled a Kuan Yin Oracle card for, as well. So, getting into the tops and bottoms of the deck, starting with the light. We have the universe or the world card on top with the Two of Pentacles. Consciously, Cancer, I think you're in this vibration of life is fucking sweet, and it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before all the efforts that you've put out come in or completely fall apart. You're at this moment where it's like, okay, you know that it's either going to go one way or the other. Either everything that you've done up until this point has or will be completely worth it, or you're reaching this moment of completion where maybe you accept it will never be what you want it to be, right? It's only a matter of time before the reality or the ideal shows itself for what it is, right? With the subconscious in the Night Sun Tarot, we have Justice on top and the Seven of Coin on the bottom. Now with this card, this combination of cards in the subconscious, I think you know there's some kind of imbalance. All right, and if you can hear the sirens going off in the background, that's divine confirmation. There's definitely been some kind of energetic or karmic imbalance as far as what has been given or received. And right now, the masculine energy within yourself, as is mirroring from your outer experience to you, is elevating and growing. Okay, so your inner masculine is maturing and coming into its light, coming into its energetic balance. And therefore, the masculine, whether it's a man or a woman, but the masculine in your life is also growing and evolving and shifting and coming into balance, right? Because it's a reflection of what's going on in your inner experience. So you coming into balance subconsciously is allowing that to manifest in your outer experience as an aligned masculine energy, as within and so without. With that said, getting into the main message of the reading, we have the King of Cups, or the Spirit of Cups, clarified by the Hanged Man and the Eight of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune, clarified by the Movement or Knight of Swords. And the Ace of Pentacles, clarified by the Ace of Wands. This King of Cups, the reason why they're emotionally withdrawn is because they're having a difficult time getting out of a very deep misperception or misconception of the self that keeps them trapped in a mental prison, okay? Keeps them locked in these fear state cycles. So the masculine energy of your heart, right, might have something deep going on in the background that is keeping you stuck, right? Mentally keeping you stuck. You can't get over it, or you can't get through it, right? It's bothering you. And it has to do with something in the past, right? Because I'm just drawing on the Piscean energy of the Hanged Man as something deeper in the subconscious, and we're going to get there. The King of Cups is conflicted over past pain, which is mentally keeping him from emotionally letting out all that he wants to let out, because he's very emotionally mature. He has a lot to give. With the Wheel of Fortune and the movement of swords, there's definitely some kind of communication that's coming in that's completely changing fate for the better. Huge change. Huge. Huge, huge. I think with this Wheel of Fortune, it's definitely an angelic gift. Okay, this is not a turn of fate for the worse. This is a complete turn of fate for the best. And that's coming in very quickly. And I think you kind of already sensed it and knew it, that this communication was coming in. And when it does, it does change everything. With the Ace of Pentacles clarified by the Ace of Wands, whatever foundation you're starting is completely lit with soul fire and passion. It's completely lit. Whatever this energy is, right, at the beginning of the month, where the King of Cups is, whatever's going on with the subconscious, right, what's manifesting from the subconscious that's creating all these experiences, we have the Lovers with the Devil, clarified by the Three of Wands and the Eight of Swords, okay? The Eight of Swords. The Three of Wands and the Eight of Swords. I think now, subconsciously, you're weighing whether or not to completely cross the threshold and see what is on the other side of truly committing to a choice with another. To go into union and energy within and have your eye opened, or to feel as if it's shackles, because I think what's in the subconscious, the Hanged Man energy, right? The subconscious is in the past. I think that whatever was binding you left you in that Eight of Swords mental prison when it has to deal with relationships. It could be an issue with the home. It could be an issue with losing yourself in a relationship. It could be a lot of fears that the last time you committed in such a way or to such an extent with whatever it is that you're choosing, that it was binding and mentally painful or scarring. And you're faced with a situation in which you're moving into it again, and it's a beautiful beginning. It's a beautiful start. And it's a matter of choosing to look at it for the beautiful start that it is, and the opportunity, the portal, the doorway that you're opening for what it is, and not be afraid of repeating the past, because you're in a new place, you're in a new vibration, and so is your partner or your counterpart if you're with someone. Okay? Now, specifically because I'm just being drawn to the child on the Lover's card, right? The Eros or Cupid, right? This little baby winged being with these arrows. For some of you, and not all of you, for some of you, this will be, if you had, because Cancer is the sign of the mother, if you had issues in the past with feeling trapped in a partnership with someone you didn't want to be with because of children, you might be with a significant partner now who's worthy of children now, and you're just simply afraid of being trapped. Right? Or of being trapped. Or if you make an investment and move into a new home with someone, maybe the last time you did that, you ended up losing everything. It ended up costing you or whatever, and so now the idea of, going back into it and moving back into it, you're hesitant because of what happened before. But I think it's only a matter of time before your dreams are realized and the cycle completes. I think the balance is happening, Cancer. So whatever it is that you're afraid of from the past, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, because you're different. You're closing a cycle, right? With the universe, the world card on the top of the conscious deck, you're closing an old cycle. You know that you are in balance. You know that your energy within yourself is aligned and balanced. That it may have been a slow and steady process and a long time coming, but you are finally at a place where you are centered in yourself. And so any of this residual past, something is major coming in to spark a new start that's beautiful for you. that's giving you this new choice, right? This is not a binding and being trapped in. This is a beautiful new start to begin something fresh. It's going to take you into a whole new world. All right. Now, as we get into the guidance, the Amaryllis Lute, listen to this. It says, card number 34. You have won a victory, beloved. A victory over the past. And the Amaryllis Lute is sounding through every cell of your being, heralding your rising vibration as you leave fear behind you once again. In fact, the lute says that you're growing fast, and spiritually, you are outgrowing your old life and your old way even more so. When your vibration changes, so too does your life. This is natural. It is safe and loving for you to release that which no longer feels right for you. No matter how much it was important in your old life, it might not have the same place in your new life. So if it was an old belief that was keeping you safe in the past, it no longer suits you now. If you were afraid of getting into a relationship or having children with somebody for a long time, it probably protected you from those karmic relationships. But the fact of the matter is, you don't need to protect yourself right now. It's not a karmic relationship, right? Or it's not a karmic situation, whatever it is. The belief from your past is no longer serving the beauty of what's being presented to you. So it says, just as a musical instrument can play notes at higher or lower vibrations, your own vibration is being refined as you are growing so fast spiritually. This is wonderful. Be brave as you trust that you are allowed. Indeed, you are spiritually encouraged to allow your vibration to continue rising, even though that sometimes means leaving people, places, situations, beliefs, and old things behind. Some people and situations will grow with you at an equal pace, and others will meet you in the next upward spiral of your unfolding consciousness and life path, and still others will weigh you down, and you will need to let them go so that they may live their own destiny according to their own choices and timing. The more you allow yourself to raise your vibration, to shine victorious in your journey from fear to peace, the more you will be able to benefit from the quick unfoldment of your higher destiny in your life. The Amaryllis Lute calls you upwards into your own soul vibration. This healing instrument of the divine feminine sounds within your cells, helping you continue to raise your vibration into peace. You will feel the effect of Amaryllis Lute when you feel that you want to be more discerning about what you consume and how it might affect you positively or negatively. Whether what you're consuming is food, relationships, other people's energy, the visual or reading material or music and the environments or emotional tendencies in certain friendships or in work. This doesn't require stringent or fanatical approaches, but the lute opens you up to greater awareness of how you best work to raise your own vibrations. You don't have to make dramatic changes to have dramatic effects. Even a small change in not gossiping or choosing not to engage in non-constructive arguments can make a world of difference. Choosing to smile more, to be gentler and kinder to yourself and others, to not be a doormat, and to be firm and loving about meeting your own needs are ways to raise your vibration too. Let the Amaryllis Lute sound and guide you to the most beautiful and enjoyable ways for your vibration to rise. Remember that what works for another may not work for you. So it is an experiment and a fun one. Stay true to your spiritual principles, for your spiritual victory will be great indeed. Don't compromise your own integrity, Cancer. You trust yourself. You trust your path. You trust your own vibration. No matter who is leaving your life, temporary or permanent, it's all good. It's all divine. It's all perfect. It's fine. It's all a part of the journey. It doesn't matter who they are. Take away the labels. Take away the labels. Take away the history. Look at things in the face value for what they are in the present moment, and whether or not it is adding to your joy and your peace, or if it is contributing to your stress and anxiety. Take away all the labels. Doesn't matter if it's work, job, person, family, friend. Doesn't matter. Client. If someone is draining your energy and causing you stress or anxiety or worry or whatever, you can let those vibrations go so that you can just wholeheartedly enjoy the vibrations that you're surrounding yourself with that benefit you and make you feel good. And continue to focus on those people and those environments and those beliefs. So, I hope this helps, Cancer, because it definitely is one of those moments where it's just a matter of time and you're just being asked to stay in your higher vibration and allow the people that are in their masculine energy stabilizing and aligning with you. Allow yourself a little patience as the people that are going to grow with you continue to make those steps forward spiritually, right? As you interact with them, they're going to continue to make progress. And the ones that don't, and it's like you're talking to a brick wall, forget it. If someone's not going to change and it's causing you stress, then you need to change and allow that person to not cause you stress anymore by simply just removing them from your experience completely or more often, right? Don't allow their energy to take charge over your day or take your peace. With that said, guys, Divine Rebel Racey is signing off until next time. If you want more from me, all my information is in the description box. Remember always to love each other, and most importantly, love yourselves. Take care, guys.